That's it. I ran out of pumpkins. Here's a cute child to make up for it.
Who are you? Turn around and let mommy see.
I'm Batman.
You're Batman. Do it in your voice. I am Batman. What is Batman doing?
It's me.
It's Brantley! You tricked mommy. That was a good prank.
I did.
Video's only like a minute and a half, so here's a longboard I just made. So I've been working on it in shop class. It's 3 layers of plywood, 3/4 inch plywood thick. It's just the spare plywood I found lying around in the shop class because you have to pay for wood, and I'm a cheapskate. That leaf blower you just heard was an old lady staring at me the entire time. And amazingly, even though it was so thick, you can actually ride it really well. When I said well, I meant well enough. The heck was that? The wheels are sticky. Crap. I just love the sound effect I made while I vandalized my neighbor's house. Some of you might have noticed that on the right wheel while I was riding it, it had a bit of a smudge. I cut the board very asymmetrical, and because of that, the right wheel keeps hitting the board, hence why I kept falling off. I'd also like to show you my self-portrait for Art 3. It was supposed to be literally anything, not an actual self-portrait, just something that represents you. And if you read it, it's a meme. It's based off of the Last of Us 2 choking meme, before the game even came out. And I obviously replaced Ellie with Pikachu and Abby with Garfield. Pikachu being my desire to become a better artist, and Garfield being Garfield because I always find myself creating Garfield. It's kind of like a weird fad for me. I started out as a joke, and now it's kind of fun, and now that I've spent so long doing it, it's kind of all I know. And I've been kind of pushing myself to actually do other things. In a future video, I'll show you the non-Garf things I've made, like a bust of Robbie Rotten or a bust of Technoblade. I would be busting out so many more videos if it weren't for the fact that Sony Vegas lags so badly. I don't know what it is. I've heard other people with their 4 gig RAM laptop can use Sony Vegas just fine. I have a Ryzen 3400 with 32 gigs of RAM. No other tabs open. I've fixed all my settings, yet my preview is so laggy, and I don't know why. If any of you have advice for me, I'd like to hear it. It could just be that Sony Vegas itself is unstable, and that's why a lot of people use Premiere instead of it. It could also be my graphics card and CPU bottlenecking, because my graphics card is a 2060 Super, which is way more powerful than a Ryzen 3400. But I've also heard, because they're made by the same company, I think, they still work in sync regardless. So I'm unsure. Maybe it is just Sony Vegas.